Hello, thanks a lot to be there with us for a new Campus France Live dedicated to higher education in France. And today we are going to discover a new program, the MSc in Luxury Management and Marketing of Emlyon Business School. To talk about this program, I'm very pleased to welcome you, Florence Rollet. Hello.
Hello.
You're the program director, and we're also with Marine Comiti. Hello.
Hello.
You are an alumni of this program, and also you work for Chanel. You are going to explain all of that in a few seconds. You can begin to ask all the questions that you can have about this program and about Emlyon Business School. But first of all, Florence, can you introduce yourself in a few words?
Yeah, sure. So I'm the head of the program of luxury marketing and management, and actually I come from this luxury industry. I was previously part of my life in the fast-moving consumer goods industry as a professional in marketing and commercial departments. And then I took over my passion for the luxury industry. I became the development director for Christian Dior perfume and cosmetic for quite a number of years. And then I became the president of Tiffany & Co. for Europe, Middle East, India, and Africa, before becoming the chief marketing officer of a private bank in Switzerland, among the top 5 globally. And then my passion for transmission to students called me in order to join back my Emlyon school that I graduated a long time ago as a Grande École program. And I took this responsibility less than 2 years ago now.
Okay, what a background. And you, Marine, can you tell us a few words about your background?
So I have started my studies first with preparatory class for business schools because I wanted to integrate a business school in order to work in the luxury field. Then I got into a university to be able to have an associative and professional life besides my studies. Then I integrated the luxury marketing and management program at Emlyon. And finally, I got into one internship in retail for La Maison Chanel, and then one in digital at the global division. And now I am working currently in the digital field, digital in-store, more precisely, since 3 weeks.
Okay, we're going to discover more about the MSc, but first of all, let's watch a quick video to know more about the program and to know more about Emlyon Business School.
The Master of Science in Luxury Management and Marketing is a complete international program dedicated to students passionate about luxury, willing to work in the luxury industry, either for global luxury brands, for more confidential brands or startups. Students from our program will be exposed to international environments, and they will discover the many facets of luxury, either at the Parsons School of Design in New York, or in London at the London College of Fashion, or in Roma at the prestigious Louis Business School. Following their 3 periods of studies in these famous universities, this program gives the students the possibility to spend 4 to 6 months in internship in famous luxury maisons. They get the possibility to contribute to the strategy of luxury brands and also to demonstrate their skills and talents, leading often to job offers. If you are passionate about luxury, willing to start an international experience and become a luxury expert, join our program.
Florence, can you tell us a few words about Emlyon Business School, one of the oldest business schools in Europe?
Indeed, and among the top best ranked schools in the world. If you take whatever ranking, Financial Times or any other ranking, Emlyon Business School is considered as one of the best and has a very strong reputation for quality of academics and leading to a high level of employability also.
And what is the MSc Luxury Management and Marketing about?
Well, it's a program who is definitely dedicated to building professional skills for students that are really attracted by the luxury industry, be it fashion, be it fragrance and cosmetic, be it startups creating new brands. You will learn a tremendous amount of learning skills in order for you to become a real professional in this industry.
And how long does it last?
It is an 18-month program. You have first an academic year where you have one quarter in Paris at the emlyon campus based in Paris. Then, according to your profile and your ambitions, you will join between January and March either the London College of Fashion, ranked again #1 worldwide in its category, very famous indeed for bringing a high level of education in fashion. You can also join the Parsons School of Design in New York, which is again an extremely powerful reputation in all respects related to design, fashion, and teaching you a lot of skills. And then the other option is to join the Luis Business School in Roma, in Italy, where you can acquire prestigious knowledge around fashion and luxury, mostly around the Italian, of course, aspect, but definitely very, very famous and talented people also giving you a lot of skills.
Marine, can you explain us why you decided to join emlyon Business School and to join this MSc?
I decided to join especially this MSc because I knew that I wanted to work in the luxury field very early. So as I said previously, I started with a preparatory class in order to join the Programme Grande École, which is a bit more wide and can then lead to a specialization. This program allowed me to specialize very quickly and to get into the professional world really easily. It is a very smooth transition between theoretical courses and then internships and professional work.
What are the different accreditations, Florence, that you have at emlyon and for this program?
All the three famous ones that are, I'm sorry, but I'm not an expert in all these digital letters, but we are among the 1% of university getting all the accreditation that are absolutely for us a must and that we want to keep, of course, as a quality proof. And definitely we are also having a lot of talented professors that are publishing quite a lot, and that's also part of the reputation of our school.
If you're joining us, thanks a lot to be there with us for a new Campus France Live. We're talking about the MSc in Luxury Management and Marketing from emlyon Business School. And we are now going to talk about the pedagogy, about what we learn concretely in this program. How would you describe, Florence, the different classes, the different courses that you offer? What is the idea behind this?
Look, we have built in 3 steps. So we didn't cover yet the 3rd semester, which is based in Australia and which will be the last step of the studies. But in essence, the 1st semester in Paris will cover, I would say, theoretical knowledge around finance and luxury, legal and luxury relating to counterfeit, selective distribution, all these matters. And also giving you the possibility to create projects in groups around luxury business setup. The 2nd semester, being either London, New York or Rome, will teach you specificities around luxury in these respective countries with different approaches. And in the Australian destination, there is a lab dedicated to luxury marketing applied to neurosciences, which will also give you a unique knowledge around this approach, which is definitely not existing in many places in the world. So you will be able to understand everything around retail and luxury, branding luxury, neuromarketing sciences applied to luxury, and many other tools such as supply chain, negotiation, and all these elements that you need in order to become a skilled executive.
Now that you graduated, Marine, how would you describe what you learned? Was it some theoretical knowledge? Was it a way to see the things, a way to work? What did you learn during the MSc?
During the MSc, we had a great balance between really theoretical courses, teachings, for instance, finance, legal. We had many theoretical classes, but also a lot of group works, team works. We had team projects, for instance, for the Transforming Early Makers one, when we have to build a business, every aspect of it. So I would really say that what I learned was really about this balance between theoretical and group work in order to introduce us to the real world of work, what's going to happen then in internships and then in the professional sphere.
Florence, how is a professional world integrated in the program? What do you do concretely to make your students discover this luxury world?
Well, I think that one of the projects that Marine just mentioned, which we call Transforming Early Makers, because it is based upon the philosophy of the school to create early makers when they join the school, is definitely illustrating the closeness to the professional industry. We are asking the students to set up a group of 6, and then they have to create from scratch a full project of a business related to luxury. And they have then, after 3 or 4 hard months, hard work, to present it in front of a jury of professionals. So then they get questions from these professionals, they get an evaluation from this professional, and they have to demonstrate that they understood every aspect of their business and that they understand the strengths and the weaknesses of their project. So this is definitely part of what we offer. We also offer a lot of opportunities of meeting the famous maison, in terms of career opportunities. So we had, for example, this semester, Chanel. We had a Dior that allowed us to visit the store of Avenue Montaigne privately outside the opening hours with a specific guide that led us in all the fantastic boutique of Avenue Montaigne in Paris. We had plenty. We had Louis Vuitton that came to the emlyon to present their company. So we created a luxury week recruitment, let's say, sessions where many maisons joined, and they came in order to, of course, demonstrate how nice they are to our students that are really very appreciated by this industry.
And the different classes that you offer are 100% in English?
Absolutely, yes. The full program is taught in English.
And is it possible for a foreign student to learn French during the program? Is it a possibility?
So you can, absolutely, especially during the first semester, as we welcome between 30 to 40 nationalities in our program every year. We are offering the opportunity from September to December to these people to sit physically in classes with a French teacher in order to acquire the basic French, I would say, or to develop their skills if they are intermediate in terms of level. And then they have access the entire year to our language platform on the emlyon platform, and they can get access to it whenever they want, and they can practice their French. It is definitely also very useful to speak French if you want to join a French maison of luxury, because speaking conversational French is probably a must if you really want to enter a Paris internship.
We are now going to talk about the admission process, how to get into the MSc. That might be the question that you're having right now. First of all, what background do you require to apply?
So you have to be graduated from minimum 3 years up to 5 years graduation. You can also, if you have a master, you can also apply, of course. you have to speak perfect English, and you have to be passionate about luxury, definitely, because the full process of admission will put you into multiple exercise where you will need to demonstrate your motivation and your skills, so that then we can have a full understanding of you, your personality, who you are, what are your projects, etc. So this is a very important step in order to be selected and to join the program.
Is it mandatory to have some previous experiences in the luxury field, or is it possible to come without any experience?
Absolutely not requested. You can, if you are passionate, if you have a project, if you want to create your fashion label, if you want to learn more about the industry in order to work for it, you are welcome, as long as we can see that you have, a proper, of course, English level, that you are able to adapt and to learn, and that you demonstrate real strong motivation. You don't need to have 6 months of internship in any maison, but a basic knowledge of luxury is also a plus, definitely.
A curiosity about this world, I imagine.
Absolutely, yeah. If you just say, I love Chanel bags and I want to join, that's probably not the best way to convince me to take you in the program.
Okay. Maybe, Marine, you can tell us a little bit about your admission process. What were the different steps that you had to go through?
For my admission process, I had to pass an English test first to know about my English level, as the program is entirely taught in English. So I passed the TOEIC in my case, but you can also pass the TOEFL. I also passed the TAJ-MAJ, which is a test, management tests. And then there was several steps. We had, for instance, culture quiz, so you don't have to know about every designer, every brand, everything, but you have several questions about watchmaking and fine jewelry, about cars, about fashion. It's really the different fields of fashion, and as long as you show that you are interested, that you are curious, and that you want to learn more, and that you of course know a little bit about the industry at first, it is all that matters. You have tests about your management skills, a quick situation case. You also have logic, a logic test to pass, and finally questions about, of course, yourself, what you did, what you want to do during this program, after this program, what are your motivations.
And did you have a specific preparation training for these tests, or did you go like that for all the cultural tests, for instance?
For the logic test, the TAJ-MAJ, the management test, really helps me a lot. It was really the same type of exercise. For all the questions about myself, what I did before, it's really like a job interview. It's the same process, so you have to know about yourself, about your qualities, about your improvement path, what you want to do. I would say the test that was a bit hard for me was the cultural one, because there was some specific questions and I wanted to answer all of them, but it's hard to know about all these questions. If you master this test, you're really good already.
Once admitted, you go to the Parisian campus. The Emlyon Business School has different campuses all over the world. Why did you choose the Parisian campus to make this program?
This program is international. We are attracting, as I mentioned earlier, 30, 35, 40 nationalities. And of course, Paris being one of the famous luxury destinations, you can also, on top of taking classes, go and discover unique experiences in, be it the visit of a flagship of Louis Vuitton on Champs-Élysées or Dior on Avenue Montaigne. You have access to multiple museums that are really also very frequently offering the opportunity of luxury exhibitions. Very famous brands are partnering with these museums. And it gives you the possibility to understand luxury in a really, I would say, pragmatic way. I also recommend very often to the students to play mystery shoppers and understand what is a retail experience in luxury. So, of course, having this opportunity very close to the campus is adding a lot of value to what we are teaching in a theoretical way.
You were with more than 100 students passionate by the luxury field, Marine. How was your student life? Did you make a lot of events together to get to know more this field?
As we are many in this program, you have the opportunity really to meet a lot of people. So you can meet people from different countries, with different cultures, with different interests as well. So it's very interesting to speak about your project, to speak about how you feel about the program, about the life in Paris as well, about if you want to go abroad, if you like what internship you want to do, in which maison you're interested. It's really interesting to have that international dimension, really, that I don't feel like I could have found in other programs. I would say the student life is really oriented towards entrepreneurship and the professional life, really. All the classes, all the aspects of it, even the events, the professional interventions are really oriented towards it. So it's really interesting. You always have that link between you and the other students, but you always have that in mind. So it's a bit less, I would say, eventful than Programme Grande École, for instance, but because we have many ages, many professional backgrounds, we have people that are 23, 25, so that's what interested. We're already a bit launched, a bit advanced in our either student or professional life, so I would say the most interesting part is getting the most of every student in the program.
The idea, maybe, Florence, is that the student life is the beginning of a professional life, of networking, of meeting people with the same interests.
Yeah, and I think that, the thing is that, of course, being all together in Paris on the first semester of studies gives the possibility to people to get acquainted with maybe a preferred group of students. And generally, when they go to the US or to London or Italy, they generally most often take a flat together, so they live some new experiences also abroad with a dedicated team of mates, and it's, I think, creating very strong bonds to them, because of course it's also an experience of living abroad in multiple destinations with various cultures, so it is also very powerful in terms of creating memories, that are really powerful. And I'm sure that the Australian destination will also be a fantastic opportunity to discover, I would say, the other side of the globe, and to understand luxury in a different mode on a real, extremely vast campus. Curtin is among the top university in the world. It's among the 1% ranking, whatever ranking you take. And they have an amazing campus where they will also have the opportunity to develop connections, skills, and create new bonds with plenty of other people, I would say. So I think this program is opening you to the world, in fact, on top of the luxury expertise that you get.
Opening you to the world and opening you to the professional world. And it all begins with an internship. How does it work during the MSc, the internship part?
Well, the internship, probably that Marine would speak of that better than me, but you have access to all the platforms of luxury. You are accompanied by the career department of emlyon. So you have a coach first dedicated to you that will help you settle your resume, the way you will sell yourself, the way you will get skills in order to convince a recruiter. And then you have access to multiple offers coming from a lot of maisons. You can do your internship in France, but you can also do it anywhere else in the world, as long as it is a mission dedicated to a luxury industry. you have multiple options to cover your internship session that needs to be between 4 to 6 months.
And I imagine that you have in the MSc a network of maisons, of different brands that are used to having students from the MSc?
Yeah, absolutely. We are very connected to all the maisons. The career department of emlyon is, as I was telling you earlier, organizing a lot of opportunities of connections with these maisons. So we have plenty of students joining extremely prestigious maisons for their internship, be it Chanel, like Marine, Dior. It can be Hermès, it can be Louis Vuitton, it can be multiple other brands that are maybe not as well known as these. But if you are dreaming of working in the PR department, then you can absolutely join a PR taking care of luxury brands. You can do that in London, you can do that in New York, you can do that in India. That's really up to you. As long as this is an internship in luxury, you can develop your own network and professional project, starting with the internship.
Okay. For you, Marine, what was your internship opportunity? What did you do?
My first internship was in the retail field for the Maison Chanel as well, in the fashion division. So it was really about the job description was manager assistant, sales manager assistant. So it was really about a mix between the management team of a boutique, of a Chanel fashion boutique, and helping being along the teams, the sales advisor all the time. So it's really instructive, especially in the luxury field, because it's at the roots of a lot of things that happen, actually. So it was really instructful because you are always moving, you're meeting a lot of people, a lot of clients, people from the retail field, from the global division also. So it moves really fast. So for first internship, it was really interesting, especially in the maison.
And you had a second internship?
Yes, I had a second internship, which was in the offices. So I got to see the other part of the client experience, because what I really learned from my retail experience is that I was interested in client experience, really. So the second internship was really oriented towards engagements and experience for the clients, and in this case, in the watches and fine jewelry division. So it was there was always this little link of the client experience, but for a different field and in a different environment.
And did you have directly a proposal to work at Chanel?
Yes, I got an offer 2 weeks before ending my internship in a team that I worked with, also in the client experience field, but more in the digital path, the digital in-store, more precisely.
It's interesting because it shows that when you're ending your studies with your last internship, you can have opportunities. That's the case for many of your students?
Yes, definitely. We have a very high level of employability of this program. I would say that I was thinking of this year in my mind, and I had plenty of students that did an internship in multiple maisons. And I got a lot of excellent news, because most of the people got an offer for a permanent contract or a limited duration contract, that was, of course, depending, in order to stay in the maison. So, of course, we all know that the luxury industry is booming, and that post-COVID there are plenty of opportunities, especially in the digital world, because luxury have moved radically to digital, which was maybe not the case before COVID. And so it created an additional opportunity in this field. And definitely the students of the Master of Science, Luxury Marketing and Management, fit perfectly for this type of job. But I also had a legal advisor that had joined the program that got an offer to join the legal department of the Maison. And, it's really excellent news that came, and it's on the majority, we have a lot of employability rate that are among the top level that we can imagine.
And with very, very interesting salaries, because it's a field where there is money for the people.
I would say, everybody has its own scale in terms of level of salary. But yes, I would say that generally the maisons that are really interested in the students are doing their utmost to convince them to join. That's true.
What would be your last advice, Florence, for the people watching us today, wanting to join the program? What would you advise them to do?
Join the program, I would say that you definitely need to be passionate and to explain what is your motivation. Once again, you don't need to have any previous experience, but you need to demonstrate that really there is a real reason behind your motivation. Once again, it's not because you have a Chanel bag and that you love it that you will join the program. So that's really something that is important.
They don't have to talk about Chanel bag during the different interviews process. Thanks a lot, Florence Rollet and Marine Comiti, for having been with us today. Thanks to you for having watched us. If you still have questions about the program, about emlyon Business School, don't hesitate to visit the website and maybe to begin all the admission steps. Thanks a lot and see you soon on Campus France Live.